Tuesday, July the 30th. First order of business is approval of minutes. When committee members have had a chance to review, I would entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Minutes are approved. Item number 1 is approval of professional services contract with Garber Engineering for the Fletcher Lagoon evaluation. The total is $84,210. Mr. Gurney, welcome.
Thank you. So west of Fletcher, we have 2 wastewater lagoons, and these services are primarily for geotechnical analysis. Those lagoons have an embankment, and so we're going to do a geotechnical analysis of that to help us understand long-term stability and see if there's any improvements needed for that. There's also a component of this to evaluate the lagoons as a whole. These lagoons got a lot of sludge in them. To get that sludge out is expensive. So we've got a little piece of this to evaluate what's the best approach to get these things cleaned out and restore some capacity.
How often do you need to do this? How many
How
years?
often we do this?
Yeah, how often is this part of normal routine maintenance?
This is like once a decade type stuff.
Okay. So has it been 10 years since we did this?
I don't know that we've ever done this.
Okay.
Interesting.
Probably need to do it. Questions?
Motion.
Second.
Motion second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Item number 1 is approved. Item number 2 is approval of an engineering services for design, bid, and construction of public works contract with Wagner Engineering for engineering services related to the 601 Greensboro Avenue Underground Water Vault Replacement Project. Total is $55,500. Brian?
Yes, sir. So this is across from Bama Theater. We have a large water vault. It has 8 meters in it. Back in the spring, Wagner Engineering did basically a quick study and developed recommendations. Basically, we need to. What makes this complex is that water vault, again, it's about 18 by 18, and it butts up to the basement of a downtown building. You can see into the building. So we need to take out the vault, put in like a correct size vault so it's easy to get into and easy to read the meters, and then we'll build a wall so we can backfill that space and then put sidewalk back on top of it.
You said across from the Bama Theater, across Greensboro?
Yeah,
So does that vault back up to the I call it the H&W building?
there's a business there now called Swag.
But is this the 7-story
Yeah,
building? Austin building.
okay.
Okay, y'all know when Alamite was going in, remember there was considerable concern out of that building owner over impact on his foundation. Are you aware of that?
Well, that's why we did this. Yes, sir. Well, I wasn't aware of that specifically, but I mean, we have engineers who analyze this vault.
And
That's
you
why we
say
did the
this
study.
vault, it holds water? What does it do?
It has water meters in it.
And you can see from it into the basement of this,
Yeah, so when you
Building?
get down in the vault below the sidewalk, you can see into the basement of that building.
How many meters you said?
8.
8.
So anyway, this is the design services to get something better in place. Basically, again, it's a wall. We'll backfill against that wall. It'll be structurally engineered, accounting for the foundation. There's a beam there that we're aware of on our, Alamite's on the opposite side.
Alamite's on the east side.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So we'll
And
get,
who is somebody liaisoning with the building owner?
we'll do that during this design, because we'll have to coordinate construction and that kind of thing.
Coordinate construction.
Yes, sir. So these services are for design, bid, and construction phase services. So when we're designing this, we'll have to plan our construction in coordination
So at
with.
the conclusion of this study assessment, it comes back to us and we hear what the recommended actions, if any, related to construction are?
We've already done that. Those recommendations were, hey, build a wall, put in a correct size vault, correct size depth, backfill, and put a sidewalk on top of it.
So this is not the design of what we're gonna do. This
It's the
is,
design of those recommendations
this is the design, okay.
and the bid phase and construction phase services.
Okay,
So when I say coordinate during construction, I mean, hey, we're ready to go, this is how long it's gonna take. You know, we're thinking about doing it now, is that gonna work for y'all? How do we need to get people in and out of your building, that kind of thing.
okay. I asked that there be a lot of that because it was a potentially
Yeah,
convoluted issue. And we got through it on the Alamite. Let's get through it on this side.
yeah, we'll have to, yeah.
Motion.
Second.
Motion second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Item number 2 is approved. Item number 3 is approval of amendment number 1 to the engineering contract with Capstone Engineering for the Oaks Drainage Improvement Project. Total is $1,240. Zach?
Good afternoon, council.
Afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So yeah, this is an amendment to their original engineering proposal. Basically during design, they realized they had to excavate farther than they initially anticipated. So this will cover that additional testing cost when they're backfilling during construction.
What's the engineering recommendation?
Oh, to approve it so we get all the testing done that we need.
Motion.
Second.
Moved and seconded, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Item number 3 is approved. Item number 4 is approval to award contract to Apex Civil Construction for the Oaks Drainage Improvement Project. The total is $749,330.05. Zach?
Yep, so this goes along with that increase in their proposal. This is awarding the Oaks Drainage project to Apex Construction for the $749,330.05. I got a couple of slides here. This is the approximate location, so there on the bottom left is like Northridge, and so going into the Oaks neighborhood in between there. And basically there's a drainage channel that runs along that wooded area. This is the picture of what it looks like. The left one was taken earlier this year and the right one was taken a couple weeks ago. That bank is basically
Gone.
failing, and then you can see the pipe, the 42-inch pipe there that we're going to extend out where it has failed, and that's actually a piece of it in the creek there. So they're going to replace that pipe, add a new structure, and fill that slope in to stabilize it before it gets any closer to the house up there.
Can you go back to that overhead,
Yeah.
there?
Between the middle school, the road, the neighborhood between the middle school and Northridge. The road
Okay.
is.
Oh, okay.
You see that?
Yeah.
You turn into.
My ex-wife's house.
Yeah, you turn into that, between the two schools.
Okay. Yeah, I know it well.
Yeah. It's real close to the golf.
Said alimony checks there for a long time.
That probably didn't need to be recorded. as
Motion.
Which is, that's probably even more the reason to do the project, isn't it?
I just made a motion.
Okay, we got a motion. Any
And a
more-
second.
Would we like to discuss this anymore?
No, gone way over already.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Item number 4 is reluctantly approved. Item number 5, approval of a balancing change order to the contract with John Plott Company for the Western Riverwalk Temporary Path Project. The total is $26,397. Josh, welcome.
Good afternoon, council. How y'all doing?
Good afternoon.
Yeah, just like Councilor Crowe said, this is the balancing change order for the temporary path of the Western Riverwalk extension. It's for a total amendment to to the contract of John Plott Company for $93,243.30.
What? 93, you said?
Yes, it's an additive of $26,397.
I did the additive on it.
So we're gonna go ahead on and pave that part.
I think that's in the future plans, yes,
Right.
for a future project,
That's
yes.
right.
Can you go back to the larger map for just a sec? I'm not clear on what section. Is it coming from the amphitheater?
Go the other way.
That way.
This is all we have right here.
Go to the right.
Yeah, go back. Keep going.
No,
Go
The
back.
other way.
Other way. Keep.
Oh,
Right there.
Right there.
oh,
Right there. Where is it?
So
This is the temporary path extension between the
Is that near the amp?
Western Riverwalk that was recently completed, and it connects the Western Riverwalk to the amphitheater and essentially the River District Park.
Near that parking lot by
The trestle lot.
trestle.
Right.
That's correct.
Yeah,
That's gonna be good.
Is that the amphitheater there?
yes.
No,
Yes,
That's
the
the parking
amphitheater.
lot. Amp's to the right.
On the west side of the railroad track.
Yes.
The amphitheater's
That's
up to
the
the
lift
right.
station.
Parking lot,
Okay, that's the amp
That's
over
the amp,
there,
that's right.
railroad track, and the path is
Right there.
from here up
It-
to.
It's,
about
that's,
the-
that's,
I mean, the
that's
path
the
that-
entire
the new
length of the
path.
path. That's the entire length of the path.
You have to know where it is now.
Right.
I was there yesterday. It's really nice.
It's real
It's
nice.
nice.
These are some, that's the tie-in to the Western Riverwalk right there, some
Right.
pictures. And as you head east. And this ties in, the surface is essentially, it's a gravel stone parking lot then it ties into what we call the trestle lot, which is an asphalt surface. And then essentially it's gravel to the trestle itself. It's a 3/10 of a mile long path, 10 foot wide. And then the surface, as I discussed, it's got overhead lighting and security camera infrastructure as well.
Is that the driver of the being over budget? Security cameras all around?
The additions were, we had a conduit that was added, as well as we ran into 2 additional sanitary manholes that were covered. We had to raise those. Then we added a fence to protect the dock area back on the backside there just for protection.
Questions?
So moved.
Move second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Item number 5 is approved. Item number 6 is approval of a balancing change order to the contract with GFC Construction for the Sokol Park North Phase 2 improvements. Deductive total, $384, $489.35. We don't have many of those, John.
We do not. We're proud of this one here.
That's a good one.
So, yeah,
Good job.
this is a balancing change order to GFC's construction contract for Sokol Park for $384,489.35.
Ooh, that's a lot.
This,
Motion.
You don't care.
I wouldn't have
Quickly take that one.
You don't have to put much lipstick on that one, we're
Yeah.
good.
Good job, because the park is great.
It's great, yes.
It looks
It's-
great.
It's got a great roundabout in it. Just some notes on it. The new parking lot that was added, it's got 13 poles of lighting on it, 283 additional parking spaces, and an additional 10 new handicap spaces in that lot as well.
And Josh, we've also added a lot more security up there in this too, right?
Not yet.
Security
No,
cameras
I
we're
think
gonna
that's
look at that.
coming hopefully in the near future. We've got lighting and stuff and the improvements of the roundabout, the new parking lot, and the drainage and stuff, and I think the security stuff's coming in the future.
There's money there to look at that.
Absolutely.
Right?
And Mr. Chair, one thing I can say about their team is that they're working very hard to make sure that our parks are safe and secure. Thank y'all so much.
Yeah, that's good. Any questions? Otherwise approve. A motion to approve, please.
So moved.
Second.
Moving second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Item number 6 is approved. Item number 7 is approval of a minor public works contract with Rick Service Company for relocation of a generator from the T-News building to Fire Station 5. The total is $41,750.
Counselor, we'd actually like to withdraw this one.
Like to withdraw this. Can I have a motion to
So moved.
withdraw?
Second.
Motion second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Item number 7 is withdrawn. Item number 8 is approval to enter into a construction contract with Amison and Associates for the Springbrook Park Improvements Project. The total is $1,448,878.66. Tim, welcome.
Thank you, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So we held our bid opening last
Kill.
week for the Springbrook Park improvements.
Okay.
We've got a few renderings here that we want to remind council of. This is the design.
Are we sure we want to go that route?
So here you'll see the new entryway to the park, new park signage. You see the playgrounds right there, new fencing, some parking improvements as well. And you can see the new walking trail.
It ain't like this.
The colors are so inviting for children and adults, I tell you.
Absolutely. And here's one of the, this is the larger kid playground right here. And then we've got the video that TTL put together for you.
Okay. That's right. I'm gonna go buy you a board. There's Kip walking behind me. John. And Lee's dog walking behind you. I like the green space.
I didn't think there was that much room on it. I wouldn't know.
I just felt what you said. We're gonna put you in timeout.
What's our time frame on this,
Uh,
Jim?
So we're planning to get started with construction late August and be completed early spring.
Okay.
We had 4 bidders last week, and we're able to award the base bid and all 3 alternates to Amison and be under budgeted amount.
So is there something here already? It says improvements?
Yes, sir. There is an existing park.
There is one there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So this is going to include new security cameras, new lighting, new walking trail, new playgrounds, new shade structures for both of those playgrounds, as well as new fencing.
Is there a restroom in that area?
Don't make it too noisy.
Shower.
Motion.
Second.
Motion is second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Item number 8 is approved. Item number 9 is approval of a minor public works contract with Homestead Barn Dominium for construction of a pole barn for the Tuscaloosa Police Department firing range. Totals $59,878. Chief
Yeah, I
Rice,
don't have a
welcome.
cool video, but I can. Yeah, so this is actually the first step of our range improvement that got approved not too long ago back. But this is gonna be the barnuminium that going over our small range. Then the next step will be concrete, et cetera.
That's
Is
all
this
right.
going over the back small one or
The small one,
the main one?
no, the small one.
What's our time frame, Chief?
I think about 3 weeks on this, and then they gotta come pour the concrete after this gets built.
Okay.
Questions?
So moved.
Second.
Moving second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Item number 9 is approved. Item number 10 is approval of minor public works contract with HDI Pros for minor construction work on interview rooms at the Tuscaloosa Police Department. The total $6730. Chief Rice.
Yes, sir. This is going to be for sound machines for our interview rooms, and for those who don't know what a sound machine is, this is so it has like white noise going on, so people can't hear what's going on inside or outside the room while you're conducting interviews.
Couldn't you just buy a speaker and connect it to Google Drive?
A speaker?
I mean,
I-
$6,700 for white noise?
Yeah. This is the same system that the county uses at their interview rooms.
Oh, well, that's.
I mean, it's not a $900 flag that you asked for.
Motion.
Second.
Motion second. All in favor say aye.
That's pretty good right there.
That was a good one, Chief Rice.
Oh,
That was good.
Well,
You got smart on stage.
Item number 11, authorization to enter into an agreement with property owners at 13433 North River Farm Drive to conduct live fire burn training.
We have no white noise, I promise you. This is a MOU to enter into agreement with the owners of this property. This is a house that been working with the owners for several months to actually utilize it for training. It's a 3-story structure, one that most of our personnel within our department have never had a fire in, where this will allow us to go in and do 6 days of walkthroughs and discussing the different construction methods that were used. Then on the following 6 days, we'll be setting some small fires in the building, and on the 6th day, we'll burn it to the ground.
This is, yeah. Can I ask if, I know the people who this is.
Yes.
A resident?
Yes,
Yes.
they're building a house there.
They're gonna build them.
We're cleaning their house
Question,
up for 'em.
How did you get hooked up with that homeowner?
It was brought to us by one of our lieutenants.
Wow. It's good. They're good folks.
We feel like it's a huge opportunity. We don't get this many opportunities. There's a lot of houses that we usually, people will call us about burning. We'll look at them. They're falling in. They would be strictly an outside burn, and it would be unsafe for our firefighters. I'm not gonna say this won't be a little bit hazardous because, you know, any fire remember is a fire.
What a great training opportunity.
It is.
And
We're
that's really
excited
nice
about
that-
it.
That they're willing to do that too, because they don't have to do that. That actually is
No, sir.
pretty good. Questions?
Mr. Crowe, we're also gonna be working with the neighboring.
Yeah.
Looking at also pressurizations out there as well, so to try to minimize people being concerned and letting people know as much as possible.
Because
It's a lot of training.
that's a good thing. But
We've had
technically-
some
technically, that's
conversations
a-
already with some of the neighbors. We'll have several trucks on the scene. We're gonna utilize the boat landing probably to park maybe one or two trucks, keep them out of the way. We'll keep a lane open of traffic where there people will always be able to come through. And we'll have a tanker on the scene too, so we're not gonna be utilizing solely the water supply
We
for that
probably have a
neighborhood.
lot of people out there to watch.
It's a good possibility, especially on the last day.
Technically, this in the city of Norfolk.
No, sir, this isn't
Not, this
city.
isn't city. limits. I
It
know
is
the dock and the stuff on the water wouldn't be. but Anyway,
Motion.
okay.
Second.
Motion second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Item number 11 is approved. Item number 12 is authorization for the mayor to enter into an agreement for professional services with Town Square Media, Tuscaloosa, total not to exceed $15,000. Richard, welcome.
Yes, sir. So this is a contract that goes from September through December with Town Square Media, not to exceed 15,000, so that we can get on their radio station during football season. So they play all the games on their radio stations, and so that's when they've got the largest market that we haven't reached. So we're going after them for public safety, recruiting. Yes, sir.
Just that.
Yes, sir.
Just advertisements to recruit for police officers or
That's correct.
related kind of jobs and things.
It's radio advertising?
Yes, sir.
During the Alabama games.
Yeah,
And so,
that's
yeah, so
good.
it'll be during the Alabama games, during the Hey Coach show, the Crimson Tide Rewind show, and then there's also about, let's see, right at 300 non-game day ads throughout that time also.
And
Yes,
y'all
sir.
already developed a spot?
Yes, sir, we have.
So,
I don't have it right now, but I can
I
send
have
it to
it
you.
right now.
Yes, sir, I will.
so moved.
Second.
Moving second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Item number 12 is approved. Our next Public Projects Committee meeting will be next Tuesday, August the 6th. Is there any other business to be brought before this committee? If not, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Moving second, and all in favor